In Starlink news, SpaceX announced last week that Starlink is now available all across Alaska and Canada.
That's amazing. All of it?
Yeah, light blue is available, medium blue is waitlist, and dark blue is coming soon. So you can see that all of Canada and Alaska, if you live there, you can get Starlink.
What's waitlist?
Now, waitlist means that Starlink service is available, but if you want Starlink, you're going to be put on a waitlist because there's already a lot of existing users in the area. Again, the problem that Starlink has is bandwidth. Servicing like New York City isn't really practical with Starlink because you only have like one satellite connection for millions of people in a certain area. It's really good out in the country where there's fewer people, and so it's able to split up that bandwidth more effectively.
Also, they tweeted out, now also serving Finland, in addition to expanding coverage across all of Sweden and Norway.
So our Nordic friends can now watch us via Starlink.
That's right. Over 3,200 satellites, by the way. And again, these aren't wimpy download speeds. Finland, for instance, is expecting to get 50 to 200 megabits per second.
Local media in Tanzania, Africa, is reporting that SpaceX has applied for a license with the Tanzania Communications Regulatory Authority to provide Starlink in the country.
This would be the third African country after Nigeria and Mozambique to license Starlink, and they should be making their decision in the next few weeks. And according to Starlink's website, Tanzania should start in Q1 next year.
And lastly, the U.S. military is testing Starlink in the Arctic to see if they want to become a customer.
According to Brian Beal, a principal aerospace engineer at the Air Force Research Laboratory's Strategic Development and Experimentation Office, the military will be testing 50 Starlink terminals for 6 to 12 months in some of the harshest conditions on Earth, and will also be testing the terminals in flight aboard aircraft.
And I mean, if we're talking about military, we know what a difference Starlink has already made in Ukraine. And it also appears that Japan's military is also considering Starlink for maritime defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game changer. Getting internet access pretty much anywhere on Earth with these speeds is amazing. And I mean, you would expect this to cost like thousands of dollars, but I mean, what is it, like a few $100 for the terminal and then like $135 a month? Like, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not, the cheapest source of internet in the world. But
it's one of your only choices in many places.
In many places, it's your only choice. And I think that, there's all this talk about like, well, there's other companies coming. I just don't see that happening. All of these other companies are probably going to have to pay either SpaceX to launch their satellites, or they're going to have to pay some other launch company to launch their satellites into space. SpaceX can do it for cheaper because they, A, have the cheapest launch system in the world for the payload capacity that it can bring. And secondly, they don't have to pay any markup on that. So that's why they've been launching multiple Starlink rockets a month. It's insane. It doesn't get reported hardly anywhere. We don't even really report on it that much because it's
so boring. It happens every week.
It's happening, and they keep relanding it and reusing it, and that saves so much freaking money. It's amazing. I could talk about Starlink for days.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.